I was put here to do just this. And so I love it. I love it. I turned 43 yesterday.
Happy birthday.
I'm ready. I think the world needs dads, and it's the most important role I'll ever be cast as.
How are you? How are you
good,
guys?
Lauren.
I'm good.
How are you?
I'm doing well, especially now that I get to talk to you guys. So I'm just gonna jump right in. Chris, your face is like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna jump right in. Taylor, the show is not at all what it seems like on the surface. There's a ton of twists and turns along the way. So talk about the thrill ride audience members will be on while watching the series.
I mean, that's honestly why a huge reason why I signed on. One, we're always looking for original content, and we do kind of flip this world on its side and lead and mislead you the whole way. And, you know, even driving this story and character and this brotherhood that we have through this whole thing, I mean, which is the most important part of this show, was a blast to be a part of, and kind of that fine line that we're walking the whole time. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun to be a part of as a viewer, and of course the action and everything that goes with that.
Of course, the action. Now, Chris, this show marks your first time back on a TV series after Parks and Rec, which I have to say, one of my favorites of all time.
Thank you,
Just gotta throw it out there. But what about this project made you want to sign on as both the star and an executive producer?
Well, I read this book and I knew that I wanted to be a part of telling it. It was going to be shot in California, which I was looking for a project to do close to home. Right. And it really honors the SEAL team community. We both have an affinity for that community, having both played Navy SEALs in films. I was in Zero Dark 30. He was in Lone Survivor. And so, I love the community, and I love it. And also having been part of that and getting to know these guys, oftentimes they see the stuff that Hollywood puts out about Navy SEALs, and they're like, this stuff sucks. This is not made for us. This isn't real. This is inauthentic. You put too much Hollywood bullshit in all this. Mm-hmm. And so, excuse my language. And so for us, we were like, how do we do this and surround ourselves with Navy SEALs so that they think that this is authentic and it feels right? It's made for them. And so that opportunity, that challenge, all of those things went into me making the decision to option this book and turn it into a series.
And Taylor, how was it working with real life Navy SEALs behind the camera and in front of the camera?
Yeah, like Chris said, I was a part of Lone Survivor, playing Mike Murphy, who posthumously was awarded the Medal of Honor, and that whole community has left an incredible mark on me. Next week, I'm going to be with Dan and Maureen Murphy opening a Navy SEAL museum in Long Island, and that has a whole wing for Operation Red Wing. So that community, and Ray Mendoza, who trained me for Lone Survivor, was our tech supervisor on this. And while I was talking about coming on board, he texted me, and he was like, let's go. We got to do this together. And that was a factor, honestly, knowing you get to reunite, and the potential of this is going to be reached, most importantly.
Right. Now, Chris, your character, we really see that, the mental health of a soldier returning to home after a very traumatic experience. What prepared you to kind of get into that headspace going into the role?
Well, I think, a great script, a great adaptation from an amazing piece of source material, really leaning into what was on the page was important to me. This, as you'll see as it unravels, is a portrayal of a Navy SEAL who's gone through something serious, but also there's a little bit more at work, a little bit more at play. And so it is a fictionalized account of something. Listen, I was wearing a lot of hats on this one. I was buried under a mountain of work. So if you ever think, wow, Chris was doing his best acting yet, he looks like he's totally overwhelmed. That was that was me. That was the take. I wasn't acting probably. So
everyone has said that Chris was such a pleasure to work with.
Who said that?
Everyone I've talked to so far. Okay, so set the record straight. Was he not?
This was the worst experience I've ever had, on screen or off. Okay, I mean, no. I think from our first absolute shock.
Wow.
From our first meeting, our Zoom together about talking about taking this on together, it was quite seamless. And that brotherhood is truly a catalyst for this story. And if this relationship doesn't work in the show doesn't work. So it's imperative. And honestly, as dark as this show is, we did have a lot of laughs in between takes, and you do have to keep that light and earn those darker beats. As a viewer, if you just get hammered on this in the sense of just staying in this dark realm the whole time, you're going to get numbed out. And so as Ben, to come in and facilitate his revenge that's driven emotionally, psychologically, and track him and try and earn those lighter moments was everything.
Right. And Chris, how was working with your brother-in-law, Patrick?
Oh, it was awesome. He's such a great guy. I say he's a kid, but he's not a kid. I guess he's like, mid, late 20s. It was fantastic. I would have cast him in this, even if I didn't know him. He was perfect for the role. I really look forward to seeing what he's going to do over the next 10, 15 years. I'm loving him on The Staircase. He's incredible. He's been great in everything he does. He's a great man, brilliant actor, prolific entrepreneur, just got, a great head on his shoulders, and, very, very lucky to be his brother-in-law, and happy that he joined us to be in The Terminalist.
I love it. And
Premieres July 1st on Prime Video.
We love a plug. We love a plug. Now, I talked to Constance before this, and she told me that you guys were swapping some parenting tips because you just had a baby. She just had a baby.
Yes.
So, and now you're a father of 3.
Yes.
How is that going? How has that changed fatherhood for you?
Wow. I mean, listen, every time is new and exciting, and you think you're ready. You think that the wisdom and experience of the previous child is going to prepare you, and you get caught with the curveball. I mean, I heard one person say, "Never a dull moment, and every moment dull," about parenthood. And in a way, it's sort of true. Like, there are some moments where you go, "Wow, I mean, how many tea parties in a row can I have before I lose my mind?" And then she does something so extraordinary and so beautiful and so purely joyous and joy-inducing that it's a touchstone. You think, wow, this is actually, I was put here to do just this. And so I love it. I turned 43 yesterday.
Happy birthday.
I'm ready. I think the world needs dads, and it's the most important role I'll ever be cast as.